Hello.
I was so late, damn.
No, you're perfect. You're right on time. I feel like in the spirit of Easter, we can all pretend that thing with the intro didn't happen. And
No, totally planned.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Happy Easter to everyone. The season of forgiveness, if Lev is watching. I'm very happy to have you all back to the Rayjet Challenge again. I know that these are a little bit more or a little bit less frequent than they used to be, but that just helps the excitement to build. The absence makes the heart grow fonder, et cetera, and also understand that we miss doing these as much as you guys miss watching them, I'm sure. But we have an all-star crew with us again this week. I don't want to talk on for too long. I want to get right to it, but just in case this is your first time watching, please say hello in the chat. Please let us know where you're watching from. I want to introduce the very talented Miguel Machado, my co-host every single week. How are you, sir?
I'm pretty good, but I'm not gonna say that. I'm pretty good. It's pretty hot in here, yeah, and yeah, man, this is a nice test of new material. I'm excited.
Yes.
I've been looking forward to try this since October last year. So finally doing it.
That's true.
Thomas already showed us a little bit of the colored leather. Amy, did you get some? Is there some in the UK?
I do have some leather.
Yes. This stuff it's everything Thomas promised me and more. I love this stuff so far. We will see what it is capable of. But yeah, in case you didn't see our original email that went out, we just had the laser leather arrive in Canada. We're gonna kind of give you a crash course on some of the cool things about it today in the stream. So I think it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Exactly.
Somebody watching from Wales. That's so cool. Hello.
Everybody gets excited. Yeah.
Yes.
Yay.
The local fans. Speaking of, welcome back, Amy. How are you?
I'm doing good, thank you, Dan.
Good. If you guys aren't following Amy on Instagram, then you won't know that she's basically been doing the Rayjet Challenge for almost a year now in preparation for this 1 week's challenge. Amy is an incredibly talented illustrator and an incredibly talented designer at Mischief Pop, as you can read there on her name tag. But Amy draws a lot of bunnies. And if there was ever a challenge that was well suited to Amy's skills, I think the Easter challenge is going to be. This is going to be Miguel and I watch Thomas and Amy essentially like level the playing field. Do you have any plans for what you're going to get up to today? I should say this is the Easter challenge week, if that's the first time I mention it, but we're going to do some Easter stuff today. So
that's right. Yeah, I'm going to be doing bunnies.
Yes.
I'm going to be doing bunnies.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's usually bunnies interspersed somewhere, but this one it'll be extra appropriate.
Bunnies and chocolate eggs.
Awesome.
Does a bunny have a name? I never asked that to you, right? The bunny that you do all the time. Does it have a name?
I think I just give it the nickname Mystery.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
I didn't look for it. I did it for Christmas for the reindeers, but I didn't look for the name of the rabbits. I'm mad.
Thomas, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm a bit in a rush because I thought it was for 1 hour from now.
Daylight savings.
Daylight savings, the worst.
So the machine is still in production for the moment, so I hope it will be done before I get to produce for this challenge. Because
no problem.
I'm making myself a plate for my front house with my company name, etc., to promote a little bit what I'm doing. So this is already produced. I'm doing a 60 by 30.
Wow.
Whoa, like that.
And on the back will be solid wood engraved with the details. So as you know, engraving takes so much time than cutting.
Yep.
And if you do a 60 by 30, 2 passes, it takes forever. But hopefully it will be done.
And the result is worth it once the time has kind of passed.
Yeah, definitely.
Really quickly, I should say also, Enchanteur, as you can see again there in Thomas's name, is his tag on Instagram. Absolutely check out what Thomas does. He is an incredibly talented designer and also woodworker. We have a great interview, a laser jam session on our YouTube channel that we did with Thomas last year. And if you haven't seen it, you should absolutely check it out. But listen, I don't want to delay anymore. I'm excited to get started with the leather. I'm excited to see what you guys do. And Thomas, I mean, worst case scenario, even if you can't get on the machine, you can still show us the design process that you're going to go through. And then you can always it just, sends people it sends traffic to the Instagram. You know what I mean? They can come check it out afterwards. It'll be good. Synergy. Sorry. I'm doing, so we have no producer this week. And Miguel's working from home, as you can see. And so I'm the one in the office. And it means that I'm sort of running everything.
You're wrong. We do have a producer.
Is it Amy's producer?
Amy's producer. We'll have one producer. It's just not ours.
Yeah.
So
we actually have a professional producer now.
Exactly.
I do.
So nice to see them grow, right?
Yes, exactly. Spread your wings and fly. There are so many things that you can do with leather, and I'm going to let kind of Miguel drive the truck here pretty soon. But I just wanted to show you guys. This was something that we did. If you didn't see it on our YouTube channel, I think it was just 2 weeks ago. It was kind of one of the first things that we did. I'll pop it up on the screen here a little bit better.
Mystical monkey from Brazil.
Yes, exactly. So we designed a fake Brazilian steakhouse, and we did these patches. These are done just with like a real leather. I wanted to start the stream by showing these upright because partially I think patches is one of the most popular things that you can do with leather on a laser. Certainly it's one of the things that we see the most on Etsy. But then also I want to show you why when we did something like a patch in the laser leather, we'll show what makes the laser leather really cool as opposed to just doing like a basic leather. But I just wanted to kind of get that out of the way in the beginning and sort of drive you guys. If you think this is cool, definitely check out the YouTube video we have on there. We show the ROI of doing it, and yeah, it's really nice. But okay, I'm gonna hand things off to Miguel. Maybe show some design stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Do you wanna kick it off?
Let's go. So,
all right.
I was thinking about showing you guys how to use Illustrator with calculations and all that, which is pretty boring. And I don't know if it was a coincidence or what, like destiny, but this week, Illustrator just had an update that put a new tool in it that is pretty cool called Repeat, right? Object Repeat. And I was like, well, this is way better than doing whatever I was going to do before. So this is the patch that I just sent to Don so that he can put in any leather that he thinks it's going to look cool, right? My big chunk is in ink. We hopping.
We hopping. Like that.
So
we do be hopping though?
Yeah, there's like the cuts of the patch, right? And everything else is engraved. Simple, no, straight to the point, easy. All designed by me. I did this like by hand. I don't have anything better to do, so I did this by hand. Right? Not like there was no magic here. Nothing to teach you guys about. I mean, besides everything else that came before this. But these circles here, what I did was use the object repeat, right? So as you can see, there's a path, and these balls get like multiplied, and you have repeat options, and you can make as many circles as you want.
Oh, that's awesome.
Right? So exactly.
Yeah.
So teach you guys how to find that, because this is brand new thing, just came this week. So I'm gonna create a circle, right? And you click the object, you go to object, repeat, and you have three options of repeat: radio, right, grid, and mirror, right? The one that I chose was radio, and this is what happens when you click radio.
That's so
it repeats in a circle that you can like increase the instance. You can increase the size of the circles. You can increase the, how do you do that? You can rotate and decrease the amount of circles inside the radius. And there's a way, yeah, that one. There's another circle that you click, and it makes the repeat circle bigger and bigger.
Can you
there you go.
can you imagine the impact for people who likes mandalas or repetitive pattern?
Exactly.
Sacred geometry,
Yeah,
like, oh my gosh.
Exactly. This is amazing.
yeah, this
And
is great.
it came out of nowhere. I was looking at that. I swear to God, I was looking at that yesterday. I was like, just going through Illustrator, what I'm going to show tomorrow. And then, boom, like Illustrator just had an update, repeat. It's like, okay, what is that? And then I was like, oh, crap, this is amazing. So there you go, guys. Easy,
I'm
simple.
checking if I have that update today.
Yeah, Adobe
it out.
reached out from the heavens to help us with the.
We're
help us
not
with the
paid by
screen.
Adobe.
No.
I'm just an Adobe poster boy.
Oh,
Been using
damn.
that since from. Yeah. You got it, right? You got it,
Okay.
right?
So now Thomas's laser is already
No,
working,
you
and
will
his design software is
understand.
updating.
You will understand the irony when I come to explain my project for today.
Okay.
Mm.
You will
Well,
understand.
listen, I'm going to start. If it's okay with you, Miguel, I'm going to start this engraving and cutting right now. And
Go
maybe,
ahead.
do we want to hop over to see your project right now? Just while this is running in the background.
Don't, what?
Well, do we want to maybe hop over? I can hop to Thomas's screen here, and we can maybe check out.
Go ahead.
Ta-da! Oh my God!
Uh,
Oh no!
he's already playing with it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah. Oh my god. It will be fun. Okay. So I'm starting, right? No.
Yes, by all means, it's all yours.
Okay. So first of all, I wanted to do a basket because I don't know in Canada, but probably in Britain too. You go on chocolate eggs hunting on Easter Day,
Absolutely.
right? So you
Yeah.
go through the garden if the weather is okay, and then you collect. So first, I thought to do a wooden basket with the eggs on the side. You see this here, okay?
What?
And then I received from them the leather theme for today, so I needed to think my concept again, but I wanted to keep the concept of gathering the chocolate eggs.
Right.
And it happened I have a drawstring leather pouch, okay? And I wanted to do one similar with the leather today, and with a nice engraving on the side, and see what comes out of it. So first of all, I did, and you see, Miguel, the irony, because I placed all
Hold on.
those.
Can you share your screen once more, Thomas?
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
yeah,
you
sorry,
screwed on me
sorry.
here. No
Yeah.
problem.
Sharing screen. Here we go. So basically, I placed
Oh no!
every circle by hand. And now you're telling me that there is a tool for that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So the pouch will be kind of great. It's 30 centimeter diameter. I will place another color on the front. And this is a drawing I did 1-2 weeks ago. So I'm developing the scroll work this year as a technique. And this one is one of my own. And I'm quite happy with it. So I will play a little bit and engrave different style, different combination of that drawing on the side. And hopefully by the hour, I will have a leather pouch, roasting pouch to collect my eggs.
Cool.
Yeah, so
No,
Your eggs.
you will have it.
Thank you, Miguel.
No, for a second there when you went back, I didn't realize right in the beginning that you were just testing out the new function on Illustrator, because when I saw the like spinning mandala essentially that you made there, I was thinking like, oh no, like what has he done? The mad genius. Last but certainly not least, I
Definitely not least.
was gonna say,
It is.
Amy, I saw just like, so in my background, like in the behind the scenes, I can see just a very small image of what's on each screen. and I saw Amy's, and I was like, "Oh no! Like, it has to be.
What's coming?
It was meant to. It was meant to be." We're so spoiled to have Amy and Thomas with us here this week. Please tell me everything about this design.
Oh no. Okay, so I'm doing an egg holder
Just doing a
basically.
magnet.
Cool.
Doing a egg holder. And I'm going to be doing it out of wood, and the face is going to be stuck on onto this base. And I'm using this hinge to like wrap around the egg. So I just need to place in the slots and line up basically to hold everything in place.
So you're creating a robot.
Yeah.
We finally got there.
Yeah. Mischief Pop Deep Mind. It's a neural net processor, a learning computer. I'm so excited that you're using hinges. We've all gone very ambitious this week. We've really pushed the Machado boat out to sea this week.
Really, I think this week is actually chill.
Yeah,
You think so?
I think there's something about when I'm the one running the laser that makes me feel much less chill and much more like listen. And I want everybody watching to know, like, if this succeeds, it's principally Miguel's. He sends me the design and he sends me the settings. So I'm here purely as I'm the robot. I'm essentially
and the good vibes. And the good
exactly.
vibes, because this dude is nervous as hell.
Oh, dude.
Every time he's like, "Oh man, is this going to work?" It's like, "Yeah, man, chill, it's going to work."
Why is it
Just
last minute
like,
every time? I do it to myself every single time.
Yeah.
Miguel, you are my rock. I'm gonna pop back over to see. Okay, now this looks really cool, man. What are?
Oh, okay. So you guys already got spoiled.
Yeah, sorry, I just
So-
popped over. What am I doing?
What you're doing. So I'm gonna, maybe this is a Machado-ing, but I'm gonna put like 6 layers of laser leather with different colors
6 layers.
and glue them one on top of the other to make a tag. You know, that you can put in an egg basket, and yeah, to be really colorful, really acid trip kind of thing. So this is a lazy representation of what I want to do, you know, like the base and like each layer, how it's going to look. So let's see if it works, you know, and because the patch is already done. So as far as I'm concerned, like something is done, right? So let's Machado a little bit. And honestly, to me, this is pretty okay. You know, it's not that complicated. The only thing is that I left it to Don to choose the colors, right? Since I cannot see the materials in front of me, he'll be the one choosing what is gonna cut and what is gonna engrave.
I am just gonna post. So, just posting in the chat here for LCD, but certainly for anybody else who wants to check it out. I have a question here for Amy. Where LCD was asking how you made the wooden hinge. Is it custom or did you create it in a program? And then as an addendum to that, I posted a link in the chat for some basic hinges that you can download from our website, like our homepage. So check out the link if you're ever interested in trying out some hinges on your laser. But did you make that one yourself, Amy?
No,
Did you?
No, this is the Trotec one that you can
Awesome.
actually find on Trotec Canada's website code.
Hooray!
I can drop the file into Corel and it just works like a charm.
It's good, right? It does. It really does work. We had some earlier episodes too in the Rayjet Challenge where Miguel made some custom boxes. I remember Miguel, was that the one where you did the Book of the Dead from the Mummy?
Yeah,
movie? Where you did the
that
hinges?
was Yep.
Miguel had some really good hinge tips in that one. You should absolutely check that out. And Amy has a really cool project in that one too. It's another one of these ones where like the Amy and Miguel like yin yang dynamic of their styles really comes into play. Because Miguel makes a Book of the Dead, and Amy, I think, did you make a jewelry?
It's
No,
something sweet.
there's something really sweet. And I remember like Miguel, like both of them being really cool, but like polar opposites.
Like right now, I'm doing something like full. You guys will see. I hope this actually looks like an acid trip, but you know, I want. Look, first, I wanted to look something like Alice in Wonderland. But then I was like, I won't have enough time to draw anything. So, you know. Oh, Amy's dog. Where is it? Where is it? There's a
Second
dog
producer.
in the city.
Second producer. She's got 2 producers. No problem, LCD. If you guys have any questions, by the way, especially about the laser leather, throw them in the chat. Miguel and I are still pretty new to using it, but Thomas has been using it for a few weeks. Not to put him on the spot, of course, but he has a little bit of experience with it in a couple different ways. And then, I want to show you guys the result. The patch that Miguel made is literally just cutting out right now. So I will be really excited to show it to you.
I also want to see because I have no idea how it looks.
I mean, good news. Hold on.
Good news.
We hopping.
Okay. We hopping.
So you remember I showed you guys earlier. Regular leather is beautiful, obviously, because you're going to get this kind of beautiful, in the same way as when you do wood, like you get a beautiful off tone, right? A contrast. What makes the laser leather cool, on top of being completely laser safe, which is something you definitely have to be concerned of with the regular leather. It also has a contrasting color, like in a core beneath the surface of the leather surface. Ooh, there we go. So when you use it for super classic,
pretty big patch to be honest.
It's a huge patch, my dude. Like
this is really nice.
It's a big chunk.
I forgot to resize. That's my bad, but I mean, for show purposes, it's fine.
Right, exactly. We want to show off the detail. So this one. LCD, perfectly timed. Thank you so much. So this one is one of 6 different color combinations that we have because they work just like our lamequoid materials. So on the surface, they have this beautiful. It's an imitation leather, but I mean, to me, it feels very close. Yeah, exactly. It's really soft. Good. And realistically, too, like the benefit of not having to worry about it being laser safe, especially when this one is this one's called a berry, like the purple color and the red. But we also have something like just a black, which would pass as normal leather anytime if you're worried about it coming across as like a faux leather. But I love this 2-tone thing that this can do. 6 different color combinations, and it engraves beautifully. So even really, really small details, I don't know if you guys will be able to see this, but like the little tiny stalks on the, what are those called? Cattails? I mean, even down on the little bunny tail.
Oh, you mean I don't know. Yeah.
That's a tail. Like we hopping. But at the same time, if you want to do something like Thomas is doing with a larger design or possibly a bigger image that you want to engrave, it will hold it'll hold its own just fine with a larger engraving too. You can check it out. I have our web store here. And it is currently live. We're going to be putting out a video later today to sort of announce the launch, but you guys get a little bit of a sneak preview. Hey, Marissa, how are you? Welcome. Maybe I will, while you guys are designing, I will pop over to the web store. I will say I wanted to, and again, not to put Miguel on the spot, let's say, but
what do you want?
Well, I was thinking about so under the 3 mil side, the colors a second all the way through exactly LCD. So, and normally we wouldn't be able to put 3M on it. You would have to buy the 3M sheet and put it on yourself. The reason for that being is they come sealed in a pack of 5. So, we can't break open the pack, unfortunately, but we do sell just 3M sheets that you can apply. The 3M works great. Actually, this project from Miguel is going to be a good chance to show that. But if I peel off the 3M, I don't know what I'm going to stick this to. Maybe a piece of plastic here. Dude, this patch is so huge. You'll be able to see that it is the other color all the way through. So exactly the same as the lamequoids. It has the top surface in one color and then the kind of core that's in a separate color. Dog, welcome back. Very happy to have you here, man. You tuned in on a great week because, let me see. I will apply this to here we go. But of course, as we were showing on the cap, right? Also with any sort of patches and stuff, you could just stitch this on using the really cool method that Miguel showed you. But the 3M or whatever other adhesive you want to use does work, really well with this. So it's pretty cool. I don't know. I was nervous before it came in because I've seen some imitation leathers in the past that are not that nice, but this is really, really nice, I think. And it's such a highly requested, material for customers that I'm really glad that we can show you guys something that hopefully you'll really like. I was gonna say if you were gonna do something with leather, I was curious what is the first thing that jumps to mind for you guys. Like, what is the project? Certainly, obviously, patches is a big one, but is there anything else that kind of, now that you have sort of free reign and access to this stuff here in the office, like Miguel, what can we expect that you're gonna make?
To be honest, in that case, I would be a little bit more classical. I would do engravings on watch strips, right? Watch strips.
True.
I kind of think that looks cool. I mean, I didn't use caps, so what's the point? But maybe do patches for sneakers. I think they look pretty cool.
True.
But like, yeah, you can put like a Velcro. You can stitch a Velcro on it and do like multiple patches with like different Velcros that you can just put it on your sneaker and like be pretty cool.
That is a really cool idea, actually. I like that idea.
Do not steal.
Yeah.
Okay.
OC, original character.
OC.
These are my Mikey Air 1s. You're going to love them. I wanted to quickly show, just very, very fast. So if you come to our web store, engraving-supplies.ca, again, we're going to have a big launch for the leather coming later today. But in the meantime, if you're interested, you can just pop here onto laser materials, and down here in laser leather, find all 6 colors. So the ones I have here with me today are the black and blue, which I think looks really cool, the silver and pink, and the berry and pink. So if you guys have any suggestions as we get closer to Miguel helped me to put together this like cool multi-layer design, I mean, you can request some colors. Feel free to shoot me any requests you have, and I will be happy to put that in. Sorry, I just was reading this cool question from LCD. So I do a lot of patches in some bags, and I just picked up some other faux leather. Wish I knew this was in stock. I'm so sorry. It literally just arrived like this week. It is just coming in. But we do not have a sample pack yet. We are going to be trying to put one together when we get our next shipment in the next week or two. It's gonna send our stock of available leather way through the ceiling, so that we'll have plenty for you guys. And then hopefully we'll be able to add some, maybe even to the starter kits or to the hobbyist kits. Let me pull that out of the way there. Ooh, okay. Doug has Kelly coming by today to show him some leather. That is very cool. I'd be very excited to hear what you think of it, Doug. I mean, please, let us know. Don't hesitate to shoot us an email. Anyone, YouTube at troteclaser.ca. You can always send us an email if you see anything on the streams that you're interested in, you want to know more. We're here to help. Amy, how is your Hinge bunny going? Oh my God. He's so cute.
The final touches. My bunny didn't have an accident. This is like the thing that's gonna flop down his ear. He's got like a floppy ear.
I got you. I wasn't gonna draw attention to it.
See that.
I think it's gonna be very, very cool. It would be actually be funny if you made like a really, certainly don't do this when you're under a time limit, but you can make a very tiny hinge so that the top of the ear actually does like flop over. but I think actually this is perfect. I really like the design you have.
I still think she's building in like a mecha or something like that, right? This one is
This is her secretly building the Iron Man suit, like at the start of that first Iron Man movie. Like it looks like a bunny if you don't know what you're looking at, but soon she'll break out of the studio that we have her in. And do you have distributors in India? We absolutely do. If you visit our homepage, troteclaser.com, it will have contact links there for wherever the closest distributor and Trotec Laser showroom or representative that we have to you, and you can get in touch with them, and they would be very happy to hook it up for you. I'm sure. We try our best to be very helpful. That's why if you have any questions, even if it's not related necessarily to what we're doing on the stream, please feel free to fire away. We are here to help, and while Amy and Miguel and Thomas are working very hard, I am here essentially to buy time. It is so hard to do this in under 1 hour. Like, I really invite anybody who's creative, try and do this with us at home, because it seems easy as you watch it, but when you're doing it, it's not easy. I thought the same thing, and then I tried to do it on my birthday last year, and it is not easy.
I would say that designing it is okay, but making it for the laser is actually sometimes you just forget about the little detail that mess up the whole project and you have to start again.
Yes,
and we've been there a few times.
Yeah, we've also lost power in the middle of one. Well, more than one. We've had a few like funny. This is why it's fortunate that like Miguel's such a professional, because like there are times where we've lost power and I didn't even know what happened, because Miguel is just like, he'll quickly like mute his mic and you'll see him like in the replay, you'll see him talking really quickly to somebody beyond the side of the camera. And then when I come back to him, he's like, yep, almost done. Not to worry.
Wait, okay, half an hour. I'm fine, dude. I was gonna be like late for this one, but I
should say that patch. We started working on it pretty early in the stream here, and it only just finished. Part of that certainly was the size of it. I mean, there's no doubt, like it's a big patch. But also, I'm using settings for this laser leather that are basically identical to our settings for Trollay's thins. So our really, really like thin sticker material. Because they are. I mean, this is essentially like, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's basically like paper thin. I mean, it's almost nothing. So we are engraving it kind of slowly. Again, the nice thing about that though is that it's going to give you that super high detail, those very, very fine lines that we were talking about before. That I think is one of the coolest things about it personally. I don't know, like the possibility to. I'm a big fan of. I have like a leather jacket that I've been wearing for like 100 years, and it's covered in pins and patches and things. And I think the opportunity to make my own patches here at the office might be like too much temptation for me to resist. It's going to be a real problem. Amy, I have a question for you. As you're like putting this bunny together, so you said you were going to attach the face to the base, right?
That's right. This bit's going to be put on top of this bit.
Is it also going to be made from wood, or is this piece going to be a separate?
Oh no, it's all going to be made out of wood. Okay,
cool. Because I saw like you were like placing the eyes and everything like really, really carefully, and part of it I know is like for aesthetic purposes. Like this bunny is going to look very, very cute. But then also I was curious, like if there was any thought to, like, did you try out this design ahead of time in sort of like a simpler fashion to make sure that the construction was going to work?
I won't lie, I did, yeah. I got a bit carried away.
That's totally fine, because I was going to ask you about like working with hinges.
She's not me, Don. She's not me, Don. She,
tested in advance.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for her to bust out the hammer later to like knock the curve into place. I was curious though, like, do you have any tips? Any tips that you can offer for like working with hinges or setting up like the hinge in advance for something like this, or somebody who's going to try hinges for the first time?
I found most like trial and error more than anything, but there is like tips and tricks out there that you can find. But I've just learned more just from experience of like just trying to find the perfect settings.
Yeah, totally. That's a perfectly valid answer. I think the one thing that I never like it was only recently that Miguel helped me to understand how like measuring kerf works. Like trying to essentially, like if you're not familiar with the term, like trying to, since Amy is going to have to slot that hinge into the body of her bunny there in those little slots that she's making, you know, how do you make sure that the hinge is going to like fit into, you know, the slots kind of ahead of time? Like Miguel showed me a really cool trick where essentially he'll measure a piece of material for the thickness of it, and then, you know, cut a piece from it and then remeasure the same area to see how much it's decreased. And then that gives you an idea of how much, when you cut it out, you know, the laser is going to take away, essentially. Just like, you know, if you cut a piece of wood with a saw, obviously the saw blade is going to take a certain amount of the material away, kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm very excited to see this bunny come together. I don't know if I've ever told you guys this, but I have a soft spot for bunnies. Like I've had like pet bunnies and things. So like, this is like a, this is like a real, this is a good one.
You
for
always, man, there's like infinite ways to roast you in the Rayjet challenge. If
yeah,
you
I know.
Like, you do
I know it.
Free.
Dude, I'm ready. That's why I don't have very much in the way of personal social media, because I'm infinitely roastable. I wanted to pop back. Tomas?
Yep.
Are you assembling? Are you sewing right now?
Oh, it's an illusion.
It's actually sewing. Wait, what?
You're a man of many talents.
I'm putting.
Holy!
It's not sewing actually. It's just passing the lace into the purse. See?
Mm-hmm.
One top, one bottom. So basically, this is the result.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay. And once you have everything assembled properly, so one last hole here. I used a cloth glue to assemble it, because it's not real leather and the side of it is fabric. So I think it's the best solution for this. And so once you have everything assembled, you start to pull everything together to finally get
Oh, that's great.
your pouch.
Wow.
It just, wow.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah, it just came to be. Nice.
That's awesome.
So in the end here, to make sure everything stayed together and enclosed, maybe one can do a wooden thing when you pass the lace to make sure it's tight. And
Right,
you can
okay.
also add a metal enclosing here. But that's it, basically.
That's really great. I love that. I should have turned Miguel's. I should have turned this into the big chungus. I should have made him into a pouch, because we have the same sort of like that, the threaded thing around the edge, right? Like I could do the same thing. Yeah, that's really, really cool. Can I ask you, so the piece that you cut that goes sort of around, like through the center of the design, is to give it more stability and support in order that
it helps. First of all, it helps to provide a shape,
right.
To make the perimeter more rigid. Also, it gives you the opportunity to make, because I did one test and it happens to be a very big failure, but it was the first attempt a few weeks ago, and it didn't have that thing on the side. So basically everything will be like an accordion, okay?
Right.
So if you have this, I think it helps you to decorate and to find, when you can play on the contrast of the color. There is more possibilities to me.
Well, and I think also, yeah, like you say, if you were going to sell it on the web store, you could offer like a custom engraving on the side there if you wanted, right?
Yeah.
Like if somebody wanted to put their own thing.
True.
Although the scroll work is beautiful, I think that added customization is a cool. I have a question here for you, Thomas, from chat where they're asking about what type of thread are you using?
What type of what?
Like the thread to cinch the bag
lace,
together.
it's just it's gray suede. I think
Okay.
the thread is suede.
Yeah.
But you can also use I don't know, leather lace or anything.
True. Yeah, you could just like cut a string out of this stuff if you wanted. It would still work.
Yeah.
I have so Joey mentions that you just have to engrave some chocolates to put inside. And if you're just joining us, Joey, Amy did bring chocolates to the stream. So
True.
I'm not sure that we're going to be able to engrave those chocolates, but I'm saying, at some point here, may.
We've been close to it, right? Pumpkin pies.
True.
Macaroons. It's just another step to chocolates. I just finished the design. I got to make it for the laser now.
Okay.
I got to make all the layers and send it to you. So if you want to show the screen, just before the disaster happens.
Oh,
so
it looks cool.
Wow.
It will be multiple layers of multiple different colors of laser leather, just like that.
6 layers.
Yeah, we hope. So let's go. Okay, I hope it looks like that. I mean, actually, I hope it looks way more colorful than that. And I trust Don to choose the colors.
It's gonna look colorful. I will do my best. I'm curious. So, are you gonna block out some the different layers in different ways, or are you like a different?
It's just like the shadow blocks. They will always have the same frame, right?
Okay.
But they will have like different things. And if you want to change the
colors on the layers, so I can
No, the colors. But if you want to change where each layer is, like you can also do that. I think it's like you can do different colors, different layers, and look different. I wanted to do something else in case this didn't work because we didn't know if the 3M was going to glue the laser leather.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to do a basket along with the bunny, right? With different threads hanging on it and like a lot of small eggs, like colorful eggs, just like dangling as a tag, right? But we're probably going to do that later just to show.
Cool.
Like multiple different eggs with cool things inside, colorful things.
Okay. So since you mentioned chocolates and eggs and the pumpkin pie stream we did and the macaroon stream we did, I have to ask you what your favorite like food engraving like project that we've done so far has been. Because I'll confess that just a couple of days ago, my girlfriend was watching one of the previous streams and saw Amy's apple pie that she did with like the cool like melting like spooky skull face on it, and she actually ended up buying a pin from Etsy that has that design on it because she thought it was really, really cool. I was like, yeah, that was on my stream. Like,
Not gonna lie, it was the gingerbread house.
Oh, true. Yeah, gingerbread house is a lot of fun.
I was betting on this one.
Yeah, it was so fun that stream.
That was a lot of fun.
And it was the last Rayjet challenge that I did in Canada, right? I think so.
That's true.
True.
And we still have that gingerbread house up at like literally it's one of the very first things you have when you come in the door of the office.
Yeah.
Which I mean, like,
all laser cut.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe we should put a sign in front of it that's like, here's why this is cool. Like, it doesn't. I feel like people might look at that and not realize it's laser cut and just be like, why is there like a lopsided gingerbread house here? But it's very, very cool. I like seeing it when I come in. It makes me happy. I should say to anybody who's joining us a little bit late today, you can always catch the repeats of the Rayjet Challenge on our YouTube channel, where we have all sorts of cool tips and tricks and awesome new material reveals like this one today with the laser leather. So I hope you'll check it out. And definitely, again, don't miss. I'll put them in the chat here, but don't miss Amy on Instagram, which is at Mischief Pop, and Thomas on Instagram. There we go. Wait, that's still sending. There we go. Thomas on Instagram, which is at Enchantement. Let's make sure that I spell that right before I press enter because I can't take it back.
There is no trap in it, you know.
No, no, it's more that, I did the same thing with Amy's because there have been times where I've sent, like I've hit enter to put something in the chat, and just as it's like starting to spin to send out, I've seen like the spelling mistake, and it haunts me. It haunts me. I'm so lucky that it's not the sort of stream where people will like troll me for, haha, streamer do
I have
bad.
another thing to show you, Dan.
Yes, please.
So this was made with solid 5mm wood. Up.
Wow. That's awesome, man. I love the logo. It turned out beautifully.
The logo was made by a friend of mine who is a graphic designer.
Very cool.
And she helped me also with my business card. And because you can't laser cut business cards when you have to do multiple times because it's such a pain.
Yes.
So yeah, she's very, very talented.
I thought the engraving came out really beautifully as well. Like there's nothing better in my mind than, even if it is like a business card or a sign for the business, like any way that you can advertise your business that also shows off what it is that you do, I think is such a beautiful. Doug says that's amazing.
The secret is multiple passes. If you play on the multiple passes, you get a very, very depth that can rise up details, for instance.
Yes.
And I did it with 3 passes on my logo once, but give me a sec.
Yeah, of course. You know what I would love to do someday is have you and Amy on like a separate stream from this one with Miguel and I, where you guys could give us like a masterclass in how you engrave wood materials. Because we have so often questions from people about, and understandably too, like settings. Miguel gets all sorts of questions every week about like what's the perfect setting to do this material, and obviously like he always tries to help as best he can. Exactly, but like wood is such a particular. I mean, every material is particular, but like stuff that's not necessarily Trotec materials. I would love to have people in who work with it all the time to give us kind of their sort of here's how I approach engraving on wood, cutting on wood, different colors of wood, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, that's really, really nice. Hold on, let me.
This is not focused.
It's all right. It's like old Hollywood, like the gentle autofocus makes it look that much more beautiful.
And this is 3 passes basically, and I played with the gray scales.
Okay.
So I have a very dark black, I have a light gray, I have a darker gray, and to play with the wooden structure that I have on my logo. And another test I did was to put a negative. So this is Trotec oak, 5mm, and so the back was full black, and I put the logo on white, so it can rise up and keep the structure of the wood. And it's very nice. It takes so much time to engrave.
Yes, of course, for sure.
There is no shortcut for that.
Unfortunately, no. I think wood is one of those materials too. And Doug mentioned, that's very kind of you, Doug. I agree. I think like you spend a week working on cedar work for a client. I am sure, like Thomas and Amy, you probably both have stories of trying to engrave wood, especially in those early days of using the laser, probably trying to engrave wood and having to learn those little like tips and tricks that have probably become second nature now. But like, do you remember those early days of trying to figure out?
Oh yeah. Every
time. We had Mike Clark in the office yesterday. He was trying to do like so Thomas, you were talking about doing like a matrix where you're doing, I assume, like different amounts of power and speed across like a grid. to sort of?
No. I just played with the grayscales of Illustrator in RVB.
Ah, okay.
Just like that. And I engrave with the relief mode.
Okay.
So the machine decides what power to what dark dot on the pass. If you
I
see what I
gotcha.
mean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so where it's darker, it's using more power, and where it's a little lighter,
True.
it's using less to create like a 3D.
And this is really time saving because the machine gets the parameter automatically, and you just have to decide during the design process what do you want, more deep, more layered.
Right.
But there is a reverse of the coin for that, is because you don't have a control on everything. So if you want to control every parameter about how many passes, how much deep, how much power you want to use, then you need to use the 16 color of the RVB on job control
Okay.
and set every parameter as you wish.
Gotcha. But you would have to, I mean, that's trying to figure out what those parameters would be in advance would be tremendously difficult, I think.
And then the matrix is really useful. True. That's true.
We have video. Let me just kind of skip ahead here a little bit. So this is the relief mode that Thomas is talking about, where we use to create, excuse me, using multiple passes on different types of Trotec wood. I'm not sure how well you guys can see this, but maybe it's a little bigger. So as he's discussing, so you can see here on the computer screen, it's interpreting those different values of light and dark to decide where to use more power and where to use a little bit less. And the benefit of that, after many passes, is to give you an outcome that is incredibly beautiful. Now, don't get me wrong, like this took, from my understanding, this is this was before my time. This took a long time to accomplish, but the level of detail that you've got there in this file is, I don't know that there's another tool out there that you could match this sort of outcome with, at least not to my knowledge. But
it's another tool, but it's a CNC router.
Oh, true. Then again, though, like the level of very tiny detail and stuff, would the CNC be able to do some of? I know there are things that obviously the CNC certainly excels at as compared to the laser, but
it's a different tool.
Exactly, yeah,
for
different things. We are just about at the top of the hour here. I know Amy's design has been in the laser. We've got about 5 more minutes, so we might need to catch up with you guys on Instagram with the multi-level design. Miguel has been like working very hard on putting together something that is going to be like very intricate and cool. I have to say, this is always the risk of doing
there.
it. I might try and get him to give us a tour through the design before we wrap up. Don't rush. It's okay. It's no problem. People are here to see it happen. I gotta say, this might be one of my favorite designs I think you've ever done. I really like the leather pouch. I'd still be interested at some point here. We'll have to have basket week, because I really want to see actually Thomas still put together the basket that you designed. I do want to see that happen.
Next month, what will be the theme?
Yes, let me think. Yeah, April, so into May. May baskets for all that. You need somewhere to put the eggs after you found them, last month. Yeah. So then, obviously,
okay,
how big is this design, Miguel? Just out of curiosity, how tall is it?
I hope it's only 4 inches, but I have to scale it before I send it to you. There's only another one, because I made one frame, and you can repeat this one as many times as you want to give it depth, right? If you want to do 7, 8 layers, that's up to you. But it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers. Yeah, 5 layers with engravings on it. Everything else, it's all the depth. It's up to you how many layers you want to put it. So I was just joining them with this thing here, right? so it can look like this. And when it cuts and engraves here, you can just like put that on top of the other, and yeah, and there we go.
Man, I'm excited. Do not miss. So later today on Instagram, Trotec Canada, we are going to have this finished design up there as soon as we can. I think it's going to look really, really cool. I'm excited.
It took me 15 minutes. I cannot believe that.
I'm glad I don't have to
do
rush it, dude. I'm glad I don't have to rush it because I want it to turn out nice. I think like this is a really, really cool design. It turned out like you said you wanted like an acid trip kind of look. I think you've succeeded in creating like there's a bit of Alice in Wonderland in there, I think. Also because it looks a little bit like a pocket watch, and the rabbit with the pocket watch is like classic Alice in Wonderland.
Man, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. I thought I could do this. I saw it. I was like, okay, I have 15 minutes will be enough. I'm fine. But
I'm thrilled. I didn't have to make it on camera, which gives me great like relief. Amy,
so yeah, I'm actually done.
How was your bunny? I'm sorry, I've called her back like mid-assembly. Hey.
So cut out.
Yes. He's cute.
Yeah.
Wait, let me see.
When I said I got carried away, I meant that I did the design like earlier in time. I just wanted to show you a bit of my process. So put all the pieces out, put them all together and all the hinges. And I wanted to show you something.
Please. It's very delicate.
Ta-da. Yes. Wow, there you go. It is a mecca.
This is like a cooking show, you see?
Yeah, here's one I made earlier. He's also really nice, Amy.
Yeah.
So I love the feet. The feet are so cute.
That's funny. It's
That's
actually
awesome.
A cooking show.
When you were like,
you can put pens in it like a pencil case holder.
That's so cool.
There you go. There you go.
And you could modify the colors too. Like you could make that any color that you wanted. That's so cute.
I just painted it on with something.
That's awesome. Man, Amy to host Art Attack 2021, please. I want that show to come back with Amy at the helm. I have a question for Miguel really quick. And I mean, they can be for anyone, but I feel like, I'm not sure. I have no, Joey in the chat is asking if you can cut and engrave candles. Wax is one I've never tried. I know I've seen people do wax seals, but I feel like because that's a special kind of wax for like the ring seals and stuff. Candles is a very good question. I don't know. Maybe we'll have to try it.
So. Yeah, we'll have to try it.
Because candle wax melts under heat, right? Yeah. So my concern would be,
make a mess.
Yeah, you'd basically make the it would be a candle in your laser. Essentially, it would just melt into. But
okay, I'm finished.
It's possible.
Maybe out of focus or I don't know. I'm sure you can do something.
I'm finished.
It's finished.
Right on time. Right on time.
Come on, dude.
58 minutes and 44 seconds. Miguel's in under the clock. All we have to do is get it in the laser, and it qualifies as done, right? So the material is in the laser already. All I have to do is shut the lid, and technically it's on its way.
I actually wanted to see
figurative sense.
I can wait online.
How big is it?
Let's see.
Almost 5 inches high, right?
Okay.
So I'm gonna put each one of them in a different artwork, so you know that they're supposed to be different colors.
Thank you.
This one here, this is a bumper, right? You can use that to give depth, so you can cut that as many times as you want. Doesn't matter the color.
Yeah.
It's just up to you. Everything else that needs to be engraved, you choose the color and cross your fingers. Hope that this actually works.
It's gonna be gorgeous, man. Again, I'll put the Instagram handles. Oh my gosh, the Instagram handles back in the chat. We are Trotec Canada, obviously. I'm going to try and get this project done as soon as possible and post it up there. If you guys have any questions about laser leather, do not hesitate to reach out. YouTube at troteclaser.ca. Amy is at Mr. Pop. alongside very cool designs like the one she did today, she has an Instagram that is full of very, very cool stuff. You should absolutely check it out. Part of the reason that Amy first came to our attention was because of the incredible stuff she was posting on Instagram, particularly the first week that we did the challenge, and she destroyed our design. So since then, she's been a very close personal friend of the show. Damas, very similarly, also does very cool stuff on Instagram and on Facebook. He posts videos as well to show you his process. Do not miss out on that. I have learned a lot about working with wood and the laser that I would not, on camera, let's say, admit that I had just stolen from his page, but I absolutely stole it. Enchantourneur on Instagram, on Facebook, I assume pretty much everywhere. And Damas recently launched a new online web store where you can check out some of his designs and his products and stuff. I assume, what's the URL, Damas?
Enchantourneur.be.
Perfect. There you go. So exactly the same as the Instagram handle, .be. Awesome. Guys, we've just passed the hour. I know
sent
it's
it to
not,
you.
Thank you. I know it's not technically Easter yet, but obviously, oh, here it is right here. Yeah, Big Chungus Part 2. Man, have a great job.
Oh man,
so
make it work, please.
I'm gonna do. I promise, I'll do my best. Let's see. Let's open it up here. Ta-da. So it has come through as just one big artboard, but that's because it's in Corel right now instead of in Illustrator. But I do have all the pieces. This looks awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna make this work. Okay, no problem.
So you don't waste a lot of material. You can cut multiple pieces in the same color. You can cut each piece 4 times and then do like 4 different kind of assemblies with different colors and like take a picture of all of them side by side.
And then decide how I want to
No, just for Instagram, man. Just to look cool. You have like different colors and all that stuff.
For the cloud.
Yeah, for the cloud, exactly. For the cloud.
Okay. That's a great idea, actually. That's a great idea. Okay. Leave it to me, friends. Amy finished hers beautifully. Tomas finished his project beautifully. Miguel and I are going to. We won't let you down. Miguel's kept up his side of the bargain, so at this point,
the patch was done. The patch was done, basically.
See.
Oh yeah,
Tomas, this is why I'm so pleased. Thank God we have you guys here on the show. Happy Easter to everyone out there. Thank you so much for watching, as always. We'll be back. Keep an eye out on your emails coming from Trotec to let you know all the streams that we have planned for upcoming Fridays, and then we'll be back for the next Rayjet Challenge. But in the meantime, everybody, take care.
See you next month.